Have you ever wondered what time really is? Seems simple, right? But is it? Time, the ticking of the clock, the change from day to night, our birthdays passing year after year. It's a part of our everyday lives, yet it remains one of the most mysterious concepts in the universe. We're going to peel back the layers of this enigma, this thing we call time. To understand it, we have to venture into the realms of physics, where time bends and stretches, and into philosophy, where time might be nothing more than an illusion. From Einstein's theory of relativity to Kant's perceptions of reality, each perspective paints a different picture of what time might be. Yet they all share one common thread: time's intricacy and its profound impact on our existence. So buckle up as we embark on this journey to unravel the mystery of time. Imagine time as a river. We're all in a boat, floating along with the current. It's an analogy that's been used countless times, but it's such a fitting one. Time, like a river, has a current that carries us forward. This is what we refer to as the arrow of time. Now, think about the river. Look behind you, and you'll see the water you've already passed. That's your past. It's a trail of events that have already happened and cannot be changed. Every ripple, every splash you made, is etched into the history of your journey. Look around you. The water beneath your boat, that's the present. It's where you are right now, the only moment you can directly experience and influence. It's a fleeting moment that's constantly flowing into the past. And then, look ahead. The water that lies before your boat, that's the future. It's the unknown, the untraveled part of the river. You can anticipate what's coming based on the river's course, but there's always an element of uncertainty. In this river of time, we're constantly moving from the future through the present and into the past. Just like a boat can't row against the current, we can't reverse the flow of time. It's a one-way journey. This concept of time's direction or arrow is vital in physics and philosophy, as well as in our everyday perception of reality. We remember the past, but not the future. We grow older, not younger. Cause and effect always follow this arrow of time. A glass shatters to pieces but never spontaneously reassembles itself. But why is time like this? Why does it have a direction? These are questions that have puzzled scientists and philosophers for centuries. Some say it's due to the laws of physics, others argue it's related to our consciousness. So like a river, time keeps flowing, and we can't paddle back upstream. But that doesn't mean we're helpless against the current. We may not control the river of time, but we can steer our boat, shaping our journey as we navigate through the currents of past, present, and future. Now, let's think about time in the realm of physics. Picture this. You're on a train, and I'm standing on the platform. As the train speeds past me, you toss a ball up and down. From your perspective, the ball is moving straight up and down. But from my perspective on the platform, the ball is following a curved path as the train moves forward. That's relativity in a nutshell. How you perceive things depends on your perspective. So let's apply this concept to time. Albert Einstein, a name synonymous with genius, revolutionized our understanding of time through his theory of relativity. He suggested that time and space are not separate entities but interwoven into a single continuum, space-time. But here's the kicker. Time, according to Einstein, can change. To illustrate this, let's revisit our train scenario. Suppose the train is now moving at nearly the speed of light. If I were to peek inside, I'd see that everything is happening in slow motion. Your toss of the ball, which seems normal to you, appears to me as if time is slowed down. This is what we call time dilation. Time runs slower the faster you move. It's like watching a movie in slow motion. The characters on screen don't realize that they're moving slowly because their perception of time is relative to their speed. Similarly, if you were on that super fast train, you wouldn't feel time slowing down because your perception of time is relative to your speed as well. However, before you get any ideas about hopping on a light-speed train to stay young forever, remember that such a journey would require an impossible amount of energy. And even if you could, you'd come back to find everyone you knew significantly older or long gone. That's the paradox of time travel for you. So, according to Einstein, time is not absolute, but relative and flexible. But what about time from a philosophical point of view? Let's dive deep into the realm of philosophy and explore how different theories perceive time. To make these concepts easier to grasp, let's use the analogy of a book. Imagine a book that represents the entire timeline of the universe. Each page is a moment in time, and every word, every letter represents an event. This leads us to our first philosophical concept, eternalism. Eternalists argue that just like a book, all moments in time exist simultaneously. The past, the present, and the future are just different pages of the same book. We, as readers, are just flipping through them. Now let's flip the script a bit to presentism. This theory suggests that only the present moment, the page we are reading right now, truly exists. The past pages have been turned, and the future pages are yet to be seen. These theories might sound contradictory, but that's the beauty of philosophy. It encourages us to question, to ponder, to explore different perspectives. Let's take another philosophical concept, the flow of time. Is time flowing like a river, always moving forward, or is it more like a frozen lake, static and unchanging? Philosophers have been debating this for centuries. Some argue that time is fluid, constantly changing, moving from the past to the future. Others claim that time is static, that all moments exist at once, like the pages of our book. Then there's the question of whether time is linear or cyclical. Does it move in a straight line from the past to the future, or does it loop back on itself, repeating cycles over and over again? As you can see, philosophy gives us a whole new perspective on time. It challenges us to question our assumptions, to rethink our understanding, to see the world in a different light. So, philosophers give us another lens to view time, one that questions our perception and experience. Time is not just a concept, it impacts our day-to-day lives. Picture a candle steadily burning down. Each flicker, each melting drop of wax reflects the passing of time. We aren't static beings, but rather, we're like that candle, changing and evolving with each passing second. Now consider an hourglass. When we flip it, the sand starts to fall, grain by grain, marking the relentless march of time. It's a universal truth. Whether we're engrossed in a captivating novel or stuck in a boring meeting, the sand keeps falling. It's strange, isn't it? We often say, time flies when you're having fun, but it's not that time speeds up. It's our perception that changes. Time governs our existence. It shapes our experiences, our memories. From the moment we're born to our last breath, we're on a journey through the landscape of time. In every aspect of our lives, time leaves its indelible mark. So what is time? A river, a dimension, a philosophical concept, or all of these? We've navigated the enigma that is time, delved into its currents, probed its place in physics, pondered its philosophical implications, and felt its impact on our lives. In our journey, we've found that time is as multifaceted as a diamond, each facet reflecting a unique interpretation. As a river, it flows ceaselessly, carrying us along its current, shaping our lives and societies. As a dimension, it's intertwined with space, a fundamental component of our universe as described by physics. As a philosophical concept, it challenges our perception, pushes us to question the nature of existence itself. Yet despite all our explorations and discussions, we've barely scratched the surface of this complex entity. We've glimpsed its beauty, its mystery, its omnipresence. But complete understanding? That remains elusive. Perhaps time in its enigmatic beauty is meant to be experienced, not completely understood.